Why though 992 and not 1080? It's because there's like a certain ratio that hits before the game automatically rescales it back to a native FOV. So you're basically just staying just under the threshold to get as much stretch as possible without making it revert the FOV back to a native FOV. So that's how you get like the true stretch. You have to use like a weird resolution for that. Yeah, divide any res you want by 1.45. Yeah, so it's something like that. It has to be like under a certain ratio, not over though. So for an example, because 1440 by 1080 would be over the ratio, it wouldn't work and instead would just go back to a native resolution. If it's under in any capacity, then it will just stretch. Stretching games makes it feel fast. What does stretch actually do? So you probably get this question a lot. Okay, for me, think about it like a rhythm game, chat. In a rhythm game, normally they have things that are like, it's like approach rate, right? Approach rate is basically how many notes you see, but like how fast they come. So if you have a lower approach rate, it will be like, okay, lower approach rates means, let's just pretend it's circles, right? Lower approach rates mean there's a lot more notes on the screen at the same time that are moving more slowly. That's what like a low approach rate is. For a high approach rate is like, there is way more, there's way less stuff on the screen, but it comes way faster. So then you have to react to it like way faster. So like for an example, like all these notes, I'd have to click them like dot, 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 dot. But then when it's a faster approach rate, you're clicking the same speed, but it's just how fast you see it. And that's the way I think of stretch, where I personally prefer stuff when it appears faster, but like it's faster, but wider. I personally prefer like higher approach rates for like anything gaming. If I play Osu, if I play BDR, like anything like that. But yeah, that's basically just how I would explain stretch. Stretch is just making stuff, there's like less stuff on the screen that appears faster, but in FPS case, it's also wider. So it's easier for me to see like long range targets. That's what I personally prefer. It helps me like stay more like locked in. Then 1920, it feels really slow, but 4x3, I can trick my brain into thinking that Valorant's a fast-paced game, when in reality, it's a slow-paced game. So that's basically why I play stretch. If I was still a pro player, I would never switch off stretch res. I would not. I would have actually played on this since day one if I knew it was possible. It's just my preference. But also, I'm blind. I can't see shit. And then also like 7 years of playing CSGO stretch will like just develop that habit for me. Do you like stretch? I love stretched. Dodging flashes becomes harder in stretch. No. The one thing that might be harder is your FOV is still on the 1920. Yeah. So you will not see people at the edges of your screen sometimes. So if someone's on the edge of the screen, someone's on the edge of the screen, you will not see them. Another thing is if the enemy throws a flash and it's off your screen just by a little bit, it will still like full flash you. So you may think that you turned the flash fully, but like your screen actually like saw it, if that makes sense.